catfish catchers, and welcome to the jungle. Oh, welcome to Donnie's adventure class. Now I know you've been working so hard on your assignments this past week, and you're itching for a 4-day. So today I want to do something a little more fun and relaxing and build a fishing rod with you. Today's objective is to build a fishing rod. I'm going to divide this episode into 2 parts to help you do that. The first part's going to be all about just building a fishing rod out of some bamboo sticks. The second part is going to be a little more in depth about 3 different ways you can make a fishing hook out of things you can find just about anywhere. Now I traveled all the way to Thailand to find a fresh source of bamboo, but you can find it in a lot of places in Pennsylvania too. It's actually considered an invasive species, and if you ask a person that has it grown on their property, they're probably not going to care if you cut some down. Just be sure to ask permission first, and also be safe when you're doing it. I got a sheath on this thing until I'm actually ready to use it. I got no one around me. And I'm going to practice situational awareness as I chop this thing down. So I need to find a piece that's going to make a good fishing rod. You want something a little on the thinner side, but still pretty sturdy. So this thing seems like a nice little pick right here. We'll try this out. And I'm going to carefully place that down. Alright, now you can't go fishing with a stick like this. You're not going to be able to cast fast enough. So we need to get all these little branches off. Now notice how I always cut away from myself. This is a dangerous tool right here. You don't want to be pointing that towards you. Okay. I now have a rod. Alright, so you're looking for a rod that is about 7 to 14 feet long. This one is a very long one, but 7 feet will do. If all you got is a broomstick, use a broomstick. Now that we got our rod, the next thing we need to do is attach a string. So I just found some random string in my house I'm going to use here. Basically what you want to do is start it down where you're going to hold the rod, right? We're going to wrap it up to the top here, and then we need at least 2 contact points as it's going up. So I'm going to demonstrate what that looks like right here. Alright, so I got my string, and I'm going to place it first about where I want to hold it at the bottom. So just tie a quick little simple knot here. It's something that's going to hold it in place. It doesn't matter if you know how to tie a fancy knot. So we're going to use something better than knots. We're going to use duct tape. Right. Next, you want to wrap this string all the way up your rod to give it some extra support. Alright, like I said, you need at least 2 other points. This is a pretty big rod, so I'm going to put 2 more in the center here. Alright, so I got a string wrapped from the handle up to the tippy top with a couple contact points in between just to hold this string in place while I'm really reeling in those big ones. Alright, lastly you want a string coming out the other end. Be about 14 feet long, 15 feet long. If you don't know how long that is, you're probably about 5 foot to 5.5 feet. Just think 3 times your body length. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I'll cut my cord off here. always cutting away. All right, we got a rod and a string. What do we need next? Correct, we need a hook. The first way we're gonna try to make a hook is something I learned from my great twice removed great grand uncle. He used thorns. He was a caveman. Now if you look here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know how to count, but there's a couple fish hooks just in this little stick right here. Let's try it out. Now, my uncle was a well-known tiger king, and he actually used cat ligaments to do this. I got the next best thing, wax dental floss. So, I'm gonna give this a shot. You should be familiar with this because you should be doing it once a day. If you don't know the knot, tie a lot. So we'll just do a whole bunch of granny knots because that's my style. +2 if you use the Wybeck knot. Alright, so I got it attached there. And I'm just gonna kind of wrap it around. See, I'm doing sort of a crisscross pattern here, just to make it stick better. And here's your first type of fishing hook. A thorn. Now, if you're a little bit too scared of a thorn bush, try something safer. A safety pin. So, one more time, get your fishing line. Got a little hole in there, poke it right on through, and then tie a whole bunch of knots. This is where it would be really nice to have you girls' help, because my fingers don't like to do this. There's your second type of fishing hook. A safety pin. Woo! Got it! Something else you can use is a pop can tab. Let's go back to the workshop. All right, so the third way we're gonna try to make a fishing hook is using a pop can tab. All you need for this one is a pair of pliers or something that you can cut through this aluminum with, and some kind of file that you can sharpen your hook with. So holding it with, you know, we got a meatier side up top, so you want to cut down at the bottom very carefully. Once you got that, go ahead and sharpen it a little bit. Get your fishing line. One more time, if you don't know the fisherman's knot, tie a knot. All right, and that is the third way to make a fishing hook. So, do like my Uncle Tiger King, use a thorn. If you're more of a cautious person, use a safety pin. And if you're like me and like playing in trash, use a pop can tab. All right, we're almost ready to go fishing. We just need one more thing, a worm. I'm at this sweet square foot garden where there's surely a worm. Surely a worm. Found it. How neat is that? The final word. A wise person once told me, give a girl a fish and she'll tell you she doesn't eat fish. Teach a girl to fish and she'll probably catch more than you.